in the morning. Okay, shall we begin? So hello and welcome. This is Aurora with Supercharged Math, and today we are going to dive into our fractions. I'm going to be writing things down on my desktop. Make sure you've got a pencil. I'm going to use a Sharpie so it winds up nice and clear on your page. What I write down, you're going to write down too. First things first, as a quick review, can you show me 2/3? So write down, give me a picture of something that is 2/3, and then show me. Can you do that for me real quick? So show me something that is 2/3, and let's see what you come up with. Okay, so we're just doing a quick little review. Don't take all day about this. Show me 2/3. Let's see. All right, so we have a circle divided into thirds. That looks great, CJ. That looks great. Isabella, I'm seeing a number. We're looking for a picture, something that represents the number 2/3. That's great. All right, so Donna, that's interesting. Good, okay. Remember, all the divisions have to be equal. So if it's a circle, that's actually a really good point. Thank you for sharing. If it's a circle and it's like this, is this section the same area as this? Like, do you get the same amount of stuff? Yeah, so the divisions aren't going to, this will work if you keep it as a rectangle and you divide it into 3 even spots. Good. Okay, good. These are great. 2/3, Leah, that looks great. It looks like we've got one of these going on, and you colored in 2 out of 3. Okay, so what does 2/3 actually mean? Okay, so let me take you down to my desk entirely. Let's do that. So what does 2/3 mean? Okay, 3 is the number that makes a whole. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 2 is the number that we're talking about. Okay, let's do this again now that you're getting warmed up. Show me 3/4. Can you do that? Show me 3/4. Draw it out, not just the number. Draw me something that represents 3/4. Okay, what represents 3/4? Okay. And it could be anything, right? As long as it's got 4 divisions, and as long as those divisions are equal in size and shape. Okay, what do we have? Isabella, that's looking good, looking great. Okay, let me draw what I see. I see one of these. Okay, so we have 4. Then we have 1, 2, 3. Is that the only way to do this, or is there another way to make 3/4? Yeah, there is. Leah, I'm seeing one that looks like this. Perfect. Okay, and we've got 1, 2, and 3. Great, looks good. Lila, that looks great. We have a long bar that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're doing 3 of them, just like that. Okay, good. What about this one? Here, let me move myself so I can draw behind me. What about this? Would this be 3/4? Yes or no? It is if I define a whole to be 4. So if I say a whole set of marbles is 4, but I only have 3 right now, I'm 1 rolled under the couch or something, then that would be. So it's whatever you define your whole to be. Good, good, good. Excellent. Okay, let's see here. If I said this and this, which one's bigger? The 4 or the 3? Show me. Yeah, it depends on what the numbers mean, right? So this one, if I said 4 marbles, 1, 2, 3, 4, versus 1, 2, 3, you'd have more, and they're all the same size, right? 4 is greater than 3. Okay, you already knew that. However, if I put it in the denominator, if I put the 4 down here and I put the 3 over here, let's take a look at what this means. If I said 1/4 and 1/3, which one's bigger? Okay, so wait, before you answer, let's check this out. Have you seen these things before? You seen these? Okay, so these are sticks. Notice how they're all the same. I can line them up and they're all the same length. If I turn them sideways, they're all the same length, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to just look at one increment from each one. So if this is a whole stick and you get half and I get half, right? There's yours, there's mine. Okay, but what if another friend comes along? Now we got to give a little bit of mine and a little bit of yours to make enough for that third person, so that one candy bar now isn't just split into 2, it's split into 1, 2, 3 pieces. 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for our new friend. So where did that extra part come in from that? We took a little bit from each one. So even though when there's 3 people, everybody gets less. What if another friend comes over and she's like, hey, I want a piece too? Well, are you getting more, or are we going to have to take a little bit more out of our original bite? Yeah, then the pieces start to get a little smaller, right? So even though the 4 is in the denominator, even though 4 is larger than 3, when it's in the denominator, it takes 4 to make a whole, so each piece is going to get smaller. When the 3 is in the denominator, it means 3 makes a whole. You see the difference? Give me a smile if you're seeing that. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so, so I know somebody said, what if 10 people come over? If 10 people come over, then you got, oh wait, no, that's 12. If 10 people come over, then you got this one. Look how big your piece is. Yeah, that's just enough to go, hey, I want more, right? So you'd have to divide the bar into 10 pieces. All right, so take a look at this. If I have a half, what does a half look like? Can you draw it on your page? If it was a circle, how much of that circle is a half? Yeah, it just means it's this piece, right? Okay, but what if it's a quarter? What does that mean? It means we divided it in half and then divide it in half. And notice the piece is smaller. You see that? So what if it's a third? Okay, so this section looks a little bit different. Okay. So notice the half piece is going to look like this. The third piece is going to look like that, but the quarter piece looks like that. And it keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, right? If I have an eighth, it's going to be half. I'm going to divide that one in half, and it's going to look like that. So the more friends we share with, the less of a pie that we get. So as the denominator gets larger, the size of our piece is smaller and smaller. Okay, good so far? Okay, good, good, good. So let's take a look at a number line. Okay, draw me 2 number lines, because why have 1 when you could have 2? Okay, so here's your number line. Okay, draw 2 arrows on your page. Okay, and then give me a 0 at the same spot on both. That's 0, that's 0. And then give me a 1 in the same spot on both of them. Okay, now I want you to draw me 2/3, and I want you to draw me 3/4 on your number line. Okay, so go ahead, you do this first. So the 0s line up and the 1s line up. Okay, draw me a line that's 2/3, and draw me a line that's 3/4. Okay, I'll give you about 10 seconds. Go for it. You need help. Okay, that's okay. Just hang on just for a second. I'll be quiet just for a few more seconds so you can keep working. Okay, do your best. That's correct. There's no handout for class. We're just taking notes during class. Whatever I'm writing down, you're writing down too. Okay, so what does it mean? So 0 is nothing, right? So here's the picture of the pie. Okay, 3, that's how many make a whole. Okay, so we have nothing here. So this is 0 over 3, right? Because there's 3 divisions, but we're not talking about any of them. This is 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and 1 is equal to 3 over 3. So this one is going to look like, with all of them filled in when we get that far. Okay, 1/3 is going to look like this. Here, let me just draw the other one too. Okay, so I have 1/3, and then 2/3 is where we're talking about 2 pieces of the pie. So now we're having no pie, 1 slice, 2 slices, all 3 slices is the same as 1. What does that mean? The line for 2/3 is right here. It starts at the 0 and goes to 2/3. So it's that long. Okay. How is this number line different? It's got a 4, doesn't it? That means instead of chopping it into 1, 2, 3 pieces, what we have to do, so like this one was 1, 2, 3 pieces here to make a whole. Instead, we have to chop it into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same length of line, but now everybody gets a smaller piece. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 0 over 4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and anytime you have a 1, it means the top and the bottom are the same. Okay, so our 3/4 line is going to be here. So you tell me which line is longer, which orange line is longer. Okay, so what does that mean though? That means when we had our 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so for 0, we're not talking about anything. 1/4 is this guy, 2/4 is that guy, 3/4 is 1, 2, 3, and then the whole pie. Okay, so each time we're just adding another piece. So take a look at the shape. Let's see if I get another color. Okay, take a look at this shape. And where's our 3/4? This shape. Okay, so on here, here's 3 equal a whole pie. Okay, notice this shape. Okay, this is 2/3. Here's my other one. This one has 4 pieces that make a pie. See that? And we're talking about 3 of them. You tell me, where do you get more stuff? Notice the 2 Pac-Mans, right? Which Pac-Man has more area? Right, there's more to him. The yellow or the orange? Yeah, the orange is a little bit bigger, right? His mouth comes in a little bit more, right? Because he's got 3 pieces. This one only has 2, even though this piece is larger. See if I put this on top, right? So 1/3 is larger than 1/4, but 2/3 is less than 3/4. Ooh, did you get that? There's a lot packed in there, yeah? Okay. So what does that mean? Back to our original question. Is 2/3 greater than or less than 3/4? Which one? Here's 2/3, and here's my 3/4. Yeah, we get more stuff with the 3/4. Okay, who is bigger? 1/3 or 1/4? Yeah, the third piece is bigger. So you have to pay attention to how many divisions make a whole, and you also have to pay attention to how many you're talking about up here. All right, give me a look on your face of how you're feeling about this so far. How are we doing? You're doing okay? Okay, because now we're moving into a totally new topic. Yay! It is called multiplying fractions. I totally spelled that wrong. Multiplying. All right, multiplication of fractions. There we go. There, I can spell that right. Of fractions. This is going to be so easy. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to make sure you've got a good hand to help you.